Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the back office. I'm joined today by Theo, and the reason is Theo has a DS, a Nintendo 2DS, and the top of the controller has fallen off. I don't like to see these things broken, it annoys me. So I bought something off the internet, and it's a kit to repair it, and it actually comes with a few bits and bobs, and I'm going to show you. We're going to put it over on the bench in a moment, but it actually comes with two controller caps and a screwdriver set. So we're going to go and fix that now over at the bench, aren't we? First things first, we got to get it out of its protective coverings. This is a bit grubby, isn't it? Should we give it a clean? What's your favourite game on this? Different games. Triforce Heroes. So the screwdriver kit contains a couple of screwdrivers and some of the usual picking tools. So let's see what we'll need. Now looking at the back, it looks like Nintendo just used regular Phillips head screws on the 2DS, which, to be honest, is great. But let's see what the kit has. It has a tri-wing and a normal Phillips, so we're just going to get in there, take those off. So that's these 4 screws removed and these 2 screws loosened. I think this is a battery door, so that's why they're captive. Yep, they're captive, they're not going anywhere. Bit of sticky stickies in here. If you've got a kid's Nintendo, the chances are there are going to be a bit of gunk in there. And that's cool, that's a standard Nokia style battery. Handy to know. Battery, yes, indeedy. There are a few more hidden screws actually, look, right in there. And I think I can see at least 4, if not more, maybe 6. Theo, where's the special tool? Dink. I've undone one here, 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 and here. And the whole back just plops off. Ah! But be a bit careful, there's a ribbon to the camera. And away it goes. This is the back of the joystick area, so I'm hoping we don't have to take out the whole main board, but you could see if you have to, it's just a bunch of other screws here. Very sturdy. I'm almost curious to take it apart because apparently the screen isn't 2 separate screens, it's one big screen, but I think for the risk of damaging it, it's probably not worth satisfying my curiosity. Make sure you get the right screwdriver though, you won't get very far with that 3-bladed one. So I'm going to undo the module. Now be very cautious. In fact, I can see here a very small ribbon connector, and I'm not entirely sure how that attaches just yet. So that flicks up, that ribbon just pops straight out, so that was okay. Do that first because that's going to be a real potential area for doing some damage. I'm going to turn it sideways so we can see what it looks like. Excellent. And that's the module coming out. And that's nice and serviceable. You can clearly buy replacements of those if you need it, just to show you that operation. And there's the joystick. Look at that. That's cute. Very cute. You just have to figure out how you get this out. You can see there is a split washer. It's a plastic split washer, and that's what keeps it retained. Try not to deform it too much. I noticed there isn't a spare one in the kit, so you don't want to damage this. And that's it off. We can maneuver this out, and that's shaped just with that cut. That's what that cutaway is for. So if you turn it at an angle, you should be able to get it half out that hole, like that. And away it goes. Here's a thought before we continue. If you've got this far, you've got nothing to lose. Mechanically, this thing will work perfectly, but it just doesn't have the rubber cap. So if you wanted to try customizing your DS, perhaps you could stick some gemstones on there and bedazzle your DS. To finish the job, you should just be able to reinsert everything. So we're going to go straight for that. I'm always conscious when I'm under the hood of something like this if there's anything else we can improve. So I think the first thing you could do is probably just clean it. If you've got any gunk in here, just give it a quick clean. Got our split washer now again. We're going to slip that over. As good as new. I'm reassembling it now, just ensuring that that washer that was on here, I've put it down here so it doesn't fall off while I'm flipping this over. little squeeze, make sure that's in nice and tight. Now before I put anything on, just check the motion. That's all good, so we'll just put the screws in. After you've inserted the screws, of course, you're going to have to put that ribbon cable back, so we're going to take a little bit more care with that. That should do it. Make sure your volume switch here is lined up appropriately. You'll be able to tell if you've got it right because you can see that grey slider and the potentiometer's locked into that blue piece. If they're not touching each other like that, then it's not right. We've just got to pop in the ribbon cable for the cameras, and I'm just going to attach that last ribbon cable on the back, and I'm going to actually use this little tool that came in the kit because it looks like it won't damage anything, but then very carefully you need to check everything folds back the way it wants to fold. And then just put all those screws in. Make sure you do not end up with any spare screws, and if you do, go back in and find the hole that you should have put it in. Once all the screws are in place, you can get your battery back in and you can secure your battery door. And there's no way you could have lost the screws on this one. Nintendo have gone out of their way to make sure that you can't. So thank you, Nintendo, for not using those complicated screws. So the only thing left to do then is to turn it on and give it a go. Maybe while you're waiting for it to boot up, it's a good time to clean the screen. That feels good enough to me. I think we're good to go. So that concludes a successful mission for Link, and hopefully he'll be finding Zelda a little bit later. Are you very happy now with your fix?
Yes.
Okay, so you can't get better than that. A few quid on eBay. If you've got a broken button thing, just go fix it. As ever, thank you for watching. Bye bye.